All right, guys. Longtime Hearthstone player here, coming back into it. Figured I'd do a little showcase series here on decks from the past. So back when I basically started playing Hearthstone when this game came out, and kind of fell off the last maybe year and a half. Haven't really played much. So a lot of my decks that I still have are going to be older decks that maybe you guys will remember from the past. So I am curious, though, if they can still stack up against some of these newer decks we have out nowadays. So that's going to be the video. Let's see, what deck do I want to do today? Let's check out maybe Weasel. This is just a fun deck I came up with basically showcasing this Weasel Tunneler. So this, when it dies, shuffle this minion into your opponent's deck. So we are going to keep trying to shuffle in cards. Actually, this isn't the one I want. It's New Weasel. So I did... it's still an old deck, don't get me wrong, but this is back when Albatross came out, and I wanted to include Bad Luck Albatross as well, so we get additional shuffle effects. So sorry about that, but we are still showcasing the Weasel Tunneler. So basically, once he dies, shuffle this minion into your opponent's deck. So that's the goal, is to basically spam our opponent's deck with cards that are going to be bad for them, such as 1/1 Albatross, Weasel Tunnelers, etc. So that's the goal. Let's see what else we got in this deck. We have... So the main card, Awaken the Makers. So this is going to give us a reward, Amara Warden, for doing basically summoning 7 Death Rattle minions. So this deck is full of Death Rattle minions, so there's no problem at all summoning her. And basically her purpose is to, as we are filling their deck up with useless stuff, if they've used a lot of their good cards early, gotten our life total down, Amara is going to bring us back to 40 health, and hopefully help us close the game out that way, to where they've burned up all their resources early. Now they're struggling to finish us off, and we've just basically refilled our health. Twilight's Call is another good card in this deck. Summon 1/1 copies of 2 friendly Death Rattle minions that died this game. So, obviously, as Bad Luck Albatross and Weasel Tunneler continue to die early, I will play that Twilight's Call, get little 1/1 copies of them back onto the field to continue dying further. Shadow's Visions is a good way to get Twilight's Calling into your hand, or Twilight's Call. That way we get multiple copies of it, more than the 2. We also have Carnivorous Cube, which is going to basically kill our Weasel and our Bad Luck Albatross, and then once he dies, bring more of them back onto the battlefield. And then aside from that, we have some other just strong Death Rattle cards, such as Sylvania's Windrunner. This is like an original card, really early on, basically taking control of a random enemy minion when it dies. We have Obsidian Statue, which has Taunt and Lifesteal, and when it dies, it's going to kill a random enemy minion. We have Nazith the Corruptor, who, when played, you're going to summon your Death Rattle minions that died this game, again, bringing everything back to life. Sneed's Old Shredder, another very early on original card. It's going to Death Rattle, summon a random legendary minion. What else do we have? We have Shadow Reaper. This is a good way to close the game out if we get a little behind. If they got a big board presence with greater than 5 attack, and we're going to change our hero power by playing it to deal 2 damage. And then after you play a card, it refreshes, so you can do it like a little machine gun if you get some of the cheaper cards in this deck, like Weasel down, and you just keep spamming these little cheap cards. You can keep pinging them over and over and over with your hero power. So that can be kind of nice to help close the game out. We've included Plated Beetle for some extra gain armor ability. We have Penance for some extra lifesteal if need be. Crystalline Oracle. Death Rattle, copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. Just another good, cheap Death Rattle card. Along with Blood Mage, giving us the spell damage, and then just mainly that draw card effect is what we want. The spell damage doesn't do much in this deck. It looks like just Penance, really. Psychic, basically shuffling all minions into your opponent's deck. So if we have, maybe 2 or 3 weasels down, we can just use this card, get rid of their good cards, and put our weasels into their deck again. So just another neat little mechanic there. Dragonfire Potion, just for the board clear if need be. And Mirage Caller, again, choose a friendly minion, summon a 1/1 copy of it. So again, if we have a Weasel or a Bad Luck Albatross down, play this card, we get another free copy. That is going to just keep pestering our opponent. That is the goal of the deck. Pester, pester, pester. We have the Loot Hoarder, basically for the Death Rattle draw effect. Helps us trigger our Awaken the Makers. And we have a little one-off Potion of Madness. In a pinch, this card has been useful occasionally for me, especially since you can snatch it up early with Shadow Visions if they get a quick aggressive board state going. Like a zoo deck, you can steal one of their little cheapies and basically kill one of their other guys with it. So, tends to work very good. A little 2-for-1. I think that's it. We didn't... Katrina Merta, at this end of your turn, summon a friendly minion that died this game. So this is a good one for the Albatross, because it's going to die several times, so chances of you getting Albatross are really high. And then again, it dies, affects your opponent's deck. So they're just, basically at the end of the game, they just want to surrender because they're just drawing terrible card after terrible card, and you're slowly gathering more board presence, and they just give up. So let's go check it out and see if we can secure a game with it. Like I said, I haven't really played a lot as of recently. I just kind of got back into this, so who knows? We might be seeing some cards I've never seen before, most likely, since I probably haven't played the last, I'd say 3, maybe 4 expansions that have come out. So, like I said, I took a hiatus once they, basically when they stopped printing mill cards and they put Cold Light Oracle into the Hall of Fame to where you couldn't use it in Standard. It kind of upset me a little bit because mill was probably one of my favorite archetypes to build decks around. So me being a little upset by that, basically quit playing the game for a while. So, I saw all the new cards coming out. They were printing. Really weren't great for me. Let's turn the volume music down so you guys hopefully can still hear me talking here. Alright, so we got Awaken the Makers. Always starts in your opening hand. And we have the Bad Luck Albatross, so let's go ahead and keep it. I'm hoping that music's turned down enough for you guys. Let me turn it a little further just in case. I want to make sure you can hear me talking. Alright, so we're going to get that Awaken the Makers going right out the gate. Looks like we're up against a Hunter, so they're probably going to be aggressive. So this could be a tough one for us. We're going to need to get that life gain going early. Get the Plated Beetle down. Start gaining armor. Want to slow them down as long as possible until I can get my Amera online. So let's get the Plated Beetle down. Next turn, we're looking to play Albatross, get that going. So if we draw into Mirage Caller, we can make a copy. Or so it dies, and then we can start using Shadow Visions to get, I can't even remember the name of the card now, to get that card Twilight, I think it was Twilight Calling online. Alright, so let's get Albatross online here. Just go face. Face is the place, right? Isn't that what everybody says? Alright, so we're already 6 power now to his 1, so He needs to do something quick. What did he play? He played Selective Breeder. Battle Cry, discover a copy of a beast in your deck, so possibly a nice beast deck he's running here. Harpoon Gun, after your hero attacks. Dredge, and then if it's a beast, reduce its cost by 2. Okay. So he did take our Albatross down, so that could be good for us now if we can play the Shadow Visions and get a card we need. I'm hoping he does kill this beetle too. Let's get you down. There's our Twilight's Call that we wanted. So set it up for next turn. Let's do it again. And let's get another one. So if he can kill this beetle now, we are going to be set to play that card next turn and get both those cards back. So I like that plan. You're going to see this deck start spamming his deck with useless cards here very shortly. All right, so he didn't want to kill it, so that's unfortunate for us. So we could go Carnivorous Cube on it to get that gain armor. And then if he kills the cube, we're going to have even more armor coming down. So that could be the play. Since I don't want Twilight's Call to only give us one card. Since we've only had one card die so far. So let's do it like that. Let's attack first. And then go ahead and get this cube down. Get our armor gain going. That's going to now allow Twilight's Call next turn to summon 2 cards. So that's why we did that. Alright, he's got a taunt creature up. Looks like he's going face on us. All right, we got our Weasel. So let's attack. I'm going to play Twilight's Call. There's our 2 creatures coming down. Let's do it again. There's our Awaken the Makers. So we have now Amara in hand. She is cost 5. She's an 8/8 with taunt. Battle Cry, set your hero's health to 40. So that's how we're going to stall this game out here, along with these plated beetles that you see us gaining armor off of as I start attacking into him. I'm probably going to try to use Carnivorous Cube on one of these 1/1 Albatross if they stay alive. Start spamming more cards into his deck. I do need to keep an eye on my life total now. He's starting to do a little bit of damage here. So, okay, so let me think here. Let me attack with this. Actually, let's attack with one of these beetles first. Get it out of the way, because Cube's going to drop a few guys down for us. There we go. Some more beetles. Let's get another beetle down. All right. Like I said, we do want to kill one of these Albatross. I'm just going to attack here, and then I'm going to just gain some life back. Try to play it a little safer. Since he's going face. And if he gets us too low, we can just drop Amara, kind of reset his plan. He is just dropping taunt minion after taunt minion right now, trying to slow us down while he goes face. All right, so what do we want to do? Let me smack him here. Want to get these beetles triggered so we can start gaining. I really wanted that cube to die, honestly, so I can shuffle all that back. I might just shuffle it back anyway, even though it kind of screws us a little bit here. Let's play our Weasel first, so we give it to him, and then shuffle everything back into his deck. So now he's got all these little cubs in his deck he's going to be drawing as well. Again, slowing him down. He's like, incredible. Yeah, it is incredible, isn't it? This is going to be an annoyance for you, that's for sure, as he plays a card that summons a 1/1 beast that is the Albatross we gave him. I'm hoping his Discover is just all Albatross right now. Just really punishing him. I'm going to play this Twilight's Call next turn, unless we draw something better. Possibly the Sylvania's Windrunner. Alright, so yeah, let's do that. Let's play a Sylvania's Windrunner and a Twilight Call. As you can see, more plated beetles. Going to start slowing them down further. Alright, so we're just going to need to try to control this board. So this old school deck putting up a little bit of fight here. This might be the time to play the Amara, now that he's getting more of a board presence. Unless we can draw another card to put all these cards back into his deck. I'm thinking we might have to. So let me kill one of this 1/1 because I want to use Sylvania here and try to steal one of his cards. There we go. Let's use let's use this here. Get some more shield. Let's play this Amara. I think we're getting kind of low. And I want that taunt minion down. And then let's do this. And we can even do this too, actually. All right. Give us a little board presence here. With an 8/8 he has to deal with now. Up to 46 life. So this could be a race. Oh, he ended up getting the King Crush. That's good for him to take the Amara out. Now he's going to go face, most likely. He is trying to race us. Okay, he is just going to try to clear board. All right, Mirage Caller. We did get Sneed's Old Shredder, so that's probably going to be the play. We're definitely going to take out that 6/1. So let's do that. I'm just going to hit face on this card. Play Sneed Shredder and heal. Try to get a big baddie down. This card's just a fun card to play just because you're going to get a random card. You don't know what you're going to get. So just that little randomness in the game kind of makes things fun. Do need him drawing more of these junk cards. He's been very lucky so far. He's not drawing a lot of the trash cards we put in his deck like we had hoped. What do we get there? Goliath Sneed's Masterpiece, Battlecry, 5 rockets, so nothing really great. Alright, so we do have some Mirage Callers not helping us like we had hoped. We are going to need to get his King Crush down this turn, so let's do that. Go ahead and take one of these out. Interesting card. I haven't seen this card before. Hydrolon or Hydrolodon. So it looks like we have to try to kill it, or it's going to keep making it worse for us. See if we can just stall here. Hopefully we draw into something. Be nice if he just quit drawing into things. He's down to 1 card in hand. So hopefully we can survive long enough. Really need a Psychic Scream. Get everything back in his deck, and we just didn't get it. So that's probably going to be the game. Don't think I can really do much else here. He just had some really good draws. Didn't draw into our garbage we tossed in his deck, unfortunately. But, alright guys, that's the deck. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you guys want to see some more content in the future, go ahead and shoot me a subscribe, comment, like. I'll try to keep making content if you guys enjoy it. But, alright guys, I appreciate you watching.